Papua Guinea, please watch this video and share and make him go viral. Since independence, you may stop come. Plenty Prime Minister, you may look him. All come now, go good Prime Minister, no good Prime Minister. Come now, you may look him James Marape and stop now. Time James Marape come a Prime Minister time. He has done a lot of changes. The constitution, rule of law that our forefathers established in old sim country, na you may come here. A lot of changes, amendment to it. Now, sometimes implementing all new ones. The majority of the rules na law am changing here. Na constitution. I'm self-interest to government yet. Like I can say, to keep him in power. Me look Peter O'Neill, time and Prime Minister time. Everything went on law, social media regarding UBS loan now. Facebook am go worse here. Even the kids at university do all protest. Over something walk him go now. Peter O'Neill has a leader. Am him like na will of people. The people doesn't have confidence in him becoming the Prime Minister. So what he did, Am accept him, now him step down here. And while Peter O'Neill was in power, Am got power to change him over the constitution, the rule of law. Am can get up now, implement him what now Marape put him here. This is a terrorist, anti-terrorist act here. Now school people in a protest. Now O'Neill was stop it power. But O'Neill decided not to. Am respect him constitution. He respect the law. He respect the people of this country. If the people of this country doesn't have confidence in him as the Prime Minister, okay, Am step down. Now the Prime Minister, late Julius Chen. This is the time Julius Chen and Prime Minister time send line issue come up. Over the man carry protest go to the street. Julius Chen, change him constitution, change him all rules of law just to keep him in power. And one kind of some only. Am look him. The country doesn't have confidence in him. No leadership blame. He resigned as the Prime Minister of this country. And then you look at Prime Minister James Marape. Incompetency law, Pmjm plus all the ministers blame. Show him straight law. How country you messed up now? You make an economic issue. Cost of goods and services skyrocket going up. Kina value drop. Law and order problem in Chelo country just go big blah. Tribal fight. And the list goes on. Even we had Black Wednesday. And then you look him, the corruption itself. Transparency International label him James Marape as the most corrupt Prime Minister. The self-proclaimed Christian. I mean, the newly appointed Minister of Mining Talk Minister Honorable Rainbow Paita. Corruption even a blind man can see here. He was in there and he came out. He saw everything. So when he came out, he confessed. The day that Pmjm bago testify lo court law, Paul Paraka Sagaya, Facebook, switch off. You and me, we don't have the right to go out in public na protest. You may go out in public na protest, we will be classified as terrorists. Now police can suit you me. They can murder us. We cannot go out and protest. The only mode told by me using to protest na lobby against the Prime Minister is Facebook. And on that day, where Prime Minister will testify or court there, all shut him down Facebook. Like, what's going on? And then the police minister came up with a different reason behind it. Now the police commissioner came with a different reason. So me confused here. Look, country, I'm sad fact, but I'll be honest with you guys. Pmjm is untouchable. Now you may stop, we don't have any, you may know a right to protest, anything like that. The social media is controlled by the government. The anti-terrorist act. So we've got nothing. The only way, let me say this again, the only way Blorausi Prime Minister, I'm good. These all 81 MPs that voted for the Prime Minister, go to next election here, vote him all out. All useless. If this 81 MP come back to Parliament, Prime Minister Pmjm will still remain. Vote these guys out. They are not leaders. You look at all UPNG students here, all those in school law, fight law, future blow law. They weren't supposed to do this. All members will elect him in the style of parliament there. They are the ones who's going to fight for their rights. But the students did. My heart goes out to them. This election come, vote all these 81 MPs out. All rubbish here. Peace. I'm out. Like you, blah. Stay safe.
Meanwhile, Nomane added that he stands firm with his call for Prime Minister James Marape to resign.
Absolutely. The Prime Minister has lost the moral authority. There's no respect in this Prime Minister across the country. And we can see this in the total deterioration in law and order, and the fact that this Prime Minister has absolutely no idea, after 6 years of being the Prime Minister, to fix law and order, to fix the economy, to create employment, to reduce inflation. He's got no idea. If you've got no idea and you're promoting a kakistocracy where you are appointing the least qualified members of parliament to be in key ministerial portfolios, we are just taking the country on the freeway express lane to becoming a banana republic. So absolutely I stand by my call that the Prime Minister should resign for his failure in the last 6 years to improve the socio-economic indicators and the living standards of Papua New Guineans.
Prime Minister, upon his arrival from New Zealand today, rebutted to the tertiary students that raised concerns on the country's issues and said they have the right.
Whilst acknowledging the tertiary institutions that have raised concerns on rising issues, Prime Minister said everybody have the right to their opinions. However, he asked the students to avoid many noise and focus on the right things to discuss.
We've seen how university students have matured in the last 10 years, in my opinion. Being around for some time, in the last 10 years, university students have matured. Areas of concern they feel needs to be raised in the country. They've raised professionally student bodies and governments, the government before my government and my government. I've always reached out to address them. We'll address the issues.
He further said he will address the issues that the students raised like he did in the last few years.
Okay, me understand it. Me plus some free country. Some plus working some kind good but totok am must totok me. Some plus working kind totok where no got big story can explain him law. Talk bilas lo me, that talk no good lo me. That's all right. Me forgive me block that. And God bless him. Thank you and good night.
Lastly, when an ordinary Papua New Guinean on the street goes into a Chinese store and tries to steal an oxen palm because he's hungry, he is completely assaulted and belted when that Chinese man calls some police to come and arrest him for stealing an oxen palm. And yet, at the highest levels, people can steal 900 million or billions and not a single thing happens to them. When the effect of that theft results in our mothers, our kids dying for lack of medicine, for lack of medical equipment, and yet we continue to sit here like hypocrites and talk about issues about our country and making it better. Mr. Speaker, someone needs to go to jail.